Welcome back, my friend. You are amazing, and I'm super excited that you're here because we are continuing our conversation about how blogs actually make money. And if this is your first time here, hello, welcome. I'm Michelle Keneally, and I'm waving at you from my guest bedroom in Minneapolis, Minnesota at about 3:45 in the morning because apparently that's when I'm the most productive. So you've stumbled upon this How to Start Your Blog series where I'm going to be documenting a 1 year progression from when I actually start my own blog in December of 2019 all the way up to 2020. Okay? I'm a mom and a wife and I have a full-time job, and I came into the online space a couple of years ago through an MLM business. And what I discovered was that it was really difficult for me to build an MLM business the traditional way, meaning in person, in front of people, doing home parties, and all of that. So I had to turn online and I started searching for how do moms make money at home online. It wasn't something that I could even wrap my brain around, to be totally honest with you. I was raised to go to college and to get the job and to get the benefits and to do the 9 to 5 and to get the house and have the kids and do all of the things, right? Well, my entire life, I guess I've always felt like some sort of a misfit because I didn't ever feel like I fit into this box. I never felt like I knew what I wanted to be when I grew up. I wasn't the girl who planned out her wedding. That's just not who I am. So I've always, I guess, been sort of a rebel in that way where I'm like, there's got to be something more. So what I discovered was social media, Facebook, and that's how we're connecting right now. And I learned how to navigate social media and to build a business using tools that are provided to us for free, by the way, using Facebook, and that's so amazing. My natural first language is definitely not technology. It's more on connection. Like I'm more about connecting in person. But as a busy mom, it was just something that was impossible for me to fit in another thing. And then all my mom friends were busy, and thinking about building a business from home, only having the network of my friends and my neighbors to be able to promote what I wanted to sell was very limiting, right? Wouldn't you say? So coming onto Facebook opened up an entire new world. I have met some of my best friends over the last couple of years through Facebook, and I'm really, really, really grateful. I have made excellent money, residual income using social media, but I also have been creating some arguments with my husband. My daughter was feeling a little bit neglected because as your business grows, you are attached to your phone all of the time. And then what happens is, of course, things happen in the world. Things change all of the time, right? Algorithms change. And to be honest with you, I like the algorithms because it's social media. People come to social media to socialize. And if you're out there being authentic and really connecting and trying to be a genuine person, it's set up for you in order to make that happen, okay? People aren't coming to social platforms to be sold to. They don't want to see commercials. And I think that's a brilliant thing because the people who own the social platforms want people to stay there. They do. And so if you create some sort of like an ad space on their platforms, they want it to be something of valuable that you and I would actually want to look at. So I think that's so good because it makes the marketers step up their game and actually serve us rather than putting flashing lights in front of our faces saying, buy this, buy this, buy this. Now, what's my point of all this? So I've been creating this blogging series to talk about the value of what a blog does for busy moms who don't want to be attached to their phone all of the time, who would like to take what they work on, like a post, and let that do work for her while she's washing the laundry and raising the kids and, picking up carpools and, writing a list of what needs to get done before Christmas. So I've been putting this together for you guys so you can see exactly what it looks like. You can do your research on your own and you can see the value in creating your own business using a blog, but then leveraging social media, okay? Social media is really a key piece in growing your blog business for free, okay? And if you think that you cannot build a blog because you are technology challenged, I just want to reassure you that if I can do it, so can you. And what made me realize that I could do it was because I learned how to use Facebook groups. I learned how to build a Facebook page. I learned how to create documents on Facebook, how to create units. I even managed to create some classes using Facebook group where I taught people how to brand themselves, to be authentic, to be themselves. I did a video class. You guys, I did a video class when I really only just had my cell phone and had no light, and all I was doing was teaching people how to be confident with where they were at and not worrying about being fancy and having fancy video equipment. My mission has always, always, always been to help moms build a business online from home with wherever they're at, with whatever they have, without all the fancy bells and whistles, right? And the reason I've done this, to be honest with you, is because the way I process things is to do it out loud. And at the heart of who I am is I'm a person who I feel like I have to give back to the world. One of the first videos I did in this series is to discover why you're doing what you're doing, because you need to know why you're showing up. And what I've learned about myself over the last couple of years is that at the core reason why I show up is because I feel like I have to give back to the world in some way. I have to do something significant. And then second comes money, because I want to make money for my family, because I want to be more present with my family. So I don't know why you've started an online business. Maybe those are some of your reasons. You need help with the bills, you're saving for a house, you want to be home with your kids, you don't want to go back to work after maternity leave. Well, I'm excited that you're here, because once you hear how a blog can actually help you to progress quicker and gain more confidence in who you are, you're in the right place, because this journey, this whole series, this whole year of videos is going to be documenting just that. My goal is that after I'm done with this, I will actually put together an actual course and sell the course on how to build a blog, because your best way to make money online is to create something of your own, sell it, and keep the profits from that, right? So, if you teach what you know, and if you haven't been here before, I don't want to get too far into that because I've done other videos on it. And I want everyone who comes to my videos, even if they come to only one, to take something away as if they hadn't watched any of the other videos. So you are in the right place. If you have been trying to build a business online for some time and you cannot figure out why are people successful on social media, but I can't be, you're in the right place. If you feel like you can't learn anything but social media and you're afraid of technology, put together a tutorial for you, by the way. And you are in the right place if you are a mom at home raising a family, or not even, maybe you don't even have to be a mom. Maybe you can just be a very busy woman and you're like, I would like to travel. I don't want to be attached to my phone all of the time. And I don't want to have this traditional 9-to-5 job. I want to be a digital nomad. I have some friends like that and they're amazing. They inspire me so, so much. So if you're just like, that person, I can totally connect you with, I have some friends who do it. And I just think it's so incredible. I think it's amazing. And this whole online world has really opened me up to realizing the sky is the limit. You're really only limited by your imagination. If you have internet connection, if you have a cell phone, you can do anything. So today's topic is all about, what if you have a service that you want to provide and you don't know how to sell it outside of I'm in my home and I'm selling this service, or maybe you are just in a service-based business in general, like a realtor. Maybe you do taxes for people. Um, I'm not really sure. Maybe you're a masseuse, but you have some type of a service that you provide and you want to reach more people. Okay. So we're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about what if you have a service-based business and you want to reach more people, get more attention on you, and not have to spend a whole lot of money doing it. You maybe don't have a lot of ad dollars. This video is for you. Before we go any further, I just want to let you know I put together a free resource for you where I walk you through the steps on how to actually start a blog from the technical side, and I've taken a lot of care, a lot of time to help you to even come up with your idea. I think a lot of us as moms, we lose ourselves a little bit to being a mom and getting stuck in the routine of laundry and to-do lists and schedules that we forget what we actually like. So I put together this series in a way that will help you to draw out who you are, find those little pieces of yourself to build confidence in, finding that thing that that you didn't even realize would be valuable to other people. Because that's the key. If you want to create some space online, if you want to bring people into your world and create a business, you have to provide something of value. You have to become a resource for people. If you have tried to sell anything online and you have not been successful, ask yourself, how am I serving people with my products? Even if you have an MLM product that you are selling, if you are just telling people to buy it and you haven't told them why they need to buy it or how to use it, or you haven't given them something that helps them to learn something or achieve something, then your products will just look like products to them. You have to create a space where you are actually helping people accomplish something, learn something, be entertained by something, and then your products would naturally be a tool or a supplement to what you're offering, okay? But you're the person that they're coming to, and they would choose you because you're helping them, okay? So even if you're watching this video today and you don't have a service yet, but you are, trying to brainstorm, what could you do? What skills do I have? How could I make this happen? This video could actually help you to come up with an idea for that too. So let's dive in. Let's pretend that you are a realtor, okay? You are a realtor and you would like to get more clients, all right? And I've seen this done. I think it's brilliant. But in order for you to get more clients, people have to get to know you, right? And it's kind of hard to network sometimes when you have a busy family, which is why the internet is so amazing, okay? But let's say if you got creative and you discovered you liked working with first-time home buyers. Now, I was a first-time home buyer, and I know they offer a ton of classes and you have to go to them in person, which is super fun, right? To get around other people who are excited. That's really good energy. But we're busy in these times. What if you could put together a first-time home buyer class that is online that somebody could watch from home and learn the ins and outs about first-time home buying? What if you could put together a tiny little free class on how to do it? And then if you really wanted to get like super fancy, maybe you could, if you wanted to find people who were serious buyers, put together a more extensive class showing like different loan options, just showing like different teaching them certain things that they could learn about the first-time home buying process, and charge like $25 for this class that you put together online, which people would pay because that's convenient, okay? Convenience, $25? Heck yes. I've even gotten to the point where I have my groceries delivered, let's just say. People want that, okay? So what if you put together this class that teaches someone how to do first-time home buying, okay? And remember, you're a realtor. Now, you're making money, you're making money with the class for people who want to see that, You're saving time because you're not having to do the class in person over and over and over and over again. You're providing convenience, and you're creating a little bit of popularity because you are that realtor who puts together those classes, and makes it convenient for people who want to learn about the things, don't have time to search the internet, because as we know, there is free information all over the internet. But a person who puts together information in a nice little tidy package in a way that is easy to understand is of high value. High value, okay? Remember, you're a service-based business, so now you are providing this value. Word of mouth starts spreading, advertisement. And then when they're ready to buy a house, you are the person they are going to come to. Even if you're not the person who is in their area that you can actually sell a house to, you have at least created some revenue for yourself online, and some attention in the online space that like starts to spread around and people start learning. So you're like generating income all over. Like you're all over the nation in wherever you live, and people are learning from you based on your classes. Maybe you teach how to stage. Maybe you teach people how to stage their homes before they sell, right? And now you've got this staging business that you've created as well as your real estate business. I don't know. You know, the sky is literally the limit. Okay, or yeah, right? What I'm saying. I think so many times, like if we can't see it, we can't picture how it works. Okay, so let's say you're a tax professional. You just had a baby. You want to stay home. You don't want to go back to work. You want to work out of your house, but how do you start getting clients? How do you do that? So what if you started creating some trainings or some information on, the best ways to save for retirement, or you're teaching business professionals specifically how to document their expenses throughout the year, and to do their taxes quarterly, or whatever you want to tell them, whatever your specialty is. And you start creating like really helpful blog posts accompanied by like maybe a YouTube video. Don't get nervous, so don't go away if you think like, well, I can't ever do a video. Don't ever say never, number one. Even if your video was like 20 seconds long, where you say, hi, I'm Jane, and today we're going to talk about the end, okay? People want to hear your voice, and they want to make that connection. So even if you only have the energy to do 20 seconds or 5 seconds, that will make a significant difference, okay? Even if you're just like, hi, welcome to my, welcome to my blog about blah, blah, about taxes for MLM professionals. And I'm going to talk about how best ways to, and you fill in the blank. And that's the thing. There's your article. Okay. But you come on, they see your voice, they hear how you talk, they see how you move. That makes a really big difference for people when they can get to know you a little bit, and then read what you have to say. It's like the equivalent of looking someone in the eye online. Okay, you have to feel real to people. There's no more anonymity. Am I saying that right? Now more than ever, people they're conditioned to buy online. They're conditioned to connect online. Okay, they have trust with buying online, but you still have to earn their trust just like you would in person. And so by providing something that like teaches them, entertains them, gives them a result, inspires them to do something for themselves, you are going to become their go-to person. Okay, and we're going to get into this a little bit more in this series on how to like invite people into your world. But just like even for me, I've created a free tutorial on how to set up a blog, and I have specifically focused on how to come up with what your idea is, because I want to work with moms. That's who I am. And I get you, girl. We may not be exactly alike, okay? But I get it how, you go to school, you think you're going to go do a job for whatever reason, and you get settled into that job, and you start to realize like, maybe I want to do something else, but you just feel like it's impossible, and you don't know, what you could possibly do, right? We get stuck in this like, well, this is how it's supposed to be, and if I don't do that thing, what else do I do? I get that. I totally get that. And even if you're not a mom, even if you're just a human being who's like, why do I have to be stuck in this little box? Why can't I do something outside of that box? And you just need someone to kick you in the pants and tell you that you can, okay? So here's your kick in the pants. So let's say you are a photographer. Let's say you want to do wedding photos, or you want to do like first birthday photos for people, and you want to specialize in those things, right? So what if you created a blog, not just showcasing your pictures of like the pictures that you've done, but you start, sharing tips on like what type of clothing to wear in certain, conditions where you're taking photos? Or what if you, if you're working specifically with like smash cake photos and like documenting a child's first birthday, and maybe you talk about like the best cake recipe or the best frosting, or should a kid have sugar in their birthday cake, or how to stage your own photos, or maybe you don't want to just do first birthday photos. Maybe you want to do like maternity photo shoots, and then you want to specialize in like maternity, and then maybe the smash cakes, and that's your thing, right? But you start talking about all the other things around photography, helping moms like, how to capture your child's first steps using your cell phone. Maybe you teach moms like how to find the best outfits, matching outfits for your kids prior to a photo shoot. Or you just kind of talk a little bit about like why you got into it, but then why am I rambling? Probably because I'm not a photographer, but you get the idea. So you start to think about outside of the box, like what would a mom want to know about getting ready for a photo shoot, or how to do her own photos, or how to document, monthly progression photos of their children, where to get the best, monthly stickers to put on their bellies. Maybe you want to talk about hair accessories, the cutest hair accessories for taking baby pictures. Or maybe you want to talk about editing software. Maybe you want to talk about that. Maybe you want to talk about like the best place to print your pictures. Like there's so many topics around photography. What would a person who would need your services be asking themselves? Okay, think about that. Now, we're going to go back into why blogging is so important and how it actually serves you. And what? Here's a little hint. I'm a little tongue-tied this week because we've had a week where my daughter was sick for 4 days and then had an allergy to antibiotics. So good times. Okay. So I'm a mom just like you, and we have things that come up. And the reason I am doing this for myself is so that if I create content, somebody can find it online for years, literally years. Part of the series, I showed a video of where somebody wrote an article 4 years ago, and it's still getting shares, and people are still looking at this article, and they're still buying stuff from it. That person wrote the article 4 years prior to me, filming her blog post. Okay. This is my point. When you come online, you answer the questions that people want to know, because in our day and age, when people have a question, they want to know how to solve a problem, they're going to Google. They're not going to Facebook. They're not going to Instagram. They're not going to LinkedIn or Twitter. They're going to Pinterest, YouTube, and Google. These are the 3 places that people are searching for information. And I've shown you in this series, so if you haven't gone through any of these videos, I encourage you to do that. I encourage you to find the sign up button for my free workshop. And if you're on YouTube, to go in the description to find that tutorial link to learn how to set yourself up, okay? If you are able to create posts on Facebook talking about whatever, and you're showing your kids and you're, connecting with people, and you're able to like decide how you're going to build a business using Facebook, you can put that exact same thing on your blog, but even better, and let it work for you. That's what I was trying to say earlier when I got tongue-tied. So go back through those videos and see how you can find the questions that people actually type in to Google to find out on how to accomplish a goal. Okay? You can look at YouTube video headlines and get some hints on what people are asking about. You can go to Amazon, find books around the topic that you would probably talk about, and look at the names of the chapters. Those are questions that people are answering. They're providing the solution, those answers to people. They want to learn something, they go to a book, they go to Google, they go to Pinterest, they go to YouTube. These are all search engines, okay? If you write something on your own blog that you own that will cost you, of course you can, I should do a video on how much it costs, but you can spend like under $100 or over $100. Really, you get to choose. But if you're very limited on a budget and you only have like $80 or $70, I've even seen it where you can buy it for $54, okay? For a year. The end. You can do anything with this, okay? And you can create a post that answers a question for somebody who comes online to learn about your topic, okay? And then they find you. And there's multiple ways that you can create an income with that post. And actually, I recommend finding 4 ways with one post, or with your blog, But if you have something that you know and you have a service you can provide, if you are teaching people something, people will find you. And then if you give them a way to connect with you and to purchase said services, you make money. Okay? Do you get it? Does that make sense? All right? So let's say you're a realtor, you teach classes, people find you valuable, they hire you as a realtor, or they just buy your classes that you teach. Say you're a photographer, they appreciate your free content that you provide, they purchase things that you recommend through affiliate links like Amazon that you would already buy, you would already use anyway. People like shopping at Amazon. You teach these, maybe you teach a class on how to set up their own home photo shoots and teach them how to use editing software, and you charge for that. And then you also book sessions. I don't know, you could do that, right? Let's say you're a tax professional and you also do the same thing. You can sell classes where you teach people how to like do their own taxes, or I don't know if you can do that legally, but you get the point. So I hope this is inspiring to you. Definitely find the tutorial on how you can set up your very own blog and continue tuning in to this series, because it's a great supplement and a free resource where you and I can be blogging buddies. We can hang out, we can clink our mugs together, and share ideas. And I'm going to be going through showing you my actual own blog where I'm setting it up, why I'm setting it up that way, and where I'm going to be leading my customers, how I do it, how much it costs. It's going to be fun. So you're going to want to tune in. And this whole week we've been talking about ways to make money with the blog. Next week we're going to be talking about how to design your blog to showcase what it is that you are offering. So the theme, like, it's kind of cool. So you want to tune in. Okay. All right. So, before we go, what I want you to do is I do want you to find that free tutorial that I created, and I want you to sign up, and I want you to set up your own blog. I want you to go through the steps and map out what ideas you have or you can come up with for your very own blog. And I want you to send me a message and tell me what ideas that you have. Okay, I want you to tell me about it, because the only way I know that you're out there is if you reach out. Okay. And then what I want you to do is I want you to just explore those ideas, and don't get around anyone who's going to tell you that you're crazy. Okay, because we don't do that. We don't do that here. All right, so Cheers, and I'll see you in the next video.